Hello, everybody. I'm Rob Duenas, and you have joined me for SketchCraft Live. Tonight I'm going to be drawing Diablo from Heroes of the Storm. That was the request, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Brandon is nowhere to be found. This is typical for Brandon. So I'm going to continue here. Streaming a little late tonight, but should be back on normal stream schedule by tomorrow. So I had to pull an all-nighter last night to help out my wife, so sleep arrangements got a little mixed up. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get my trusty drawing stuffs over here. Pens. So this is a 67-pound cardstock, whatever. So it's cardstock. So be drawing with Copic pencils or pens, Copic pens, multiliners, and I'll be drawing with red mechanical lead. That's basically it. Chat room's open. If you like saying something, say hi. Otherwise, I'm gonna get to work. I need the webcam control. So I can zoom in here. I'm gonna have to move this camera over a little bit. Yeah, I'll be streaming during the day more often. Just like I said, I had to stay up late last night. So my sleep schedule and work schedule got a little... Oh, nice. Yeah, the Diablo. It's getting done. Yeah, sure, Josh. Just email me at rob@sketchcraft, and then we'll do a podcast. Oh, awesome. I could use some tips for Overwatch. Halloween piece. Can't quite figure out how to do a glowing lighting effect with candles when it comes to Copics. Now, there's only so much you can do with Copics. You need sort of a semi-transparent medium to get glows and ambient lighting like that. Um, Color pencil kind of would work better for that effect, or airbrush, but airbrush is kind of overkill for what most people do, so We're drawing Diablo from Heroes of the Storm. More or less. Practicing your style. I don't really know about style. Um, Try everything. Style is sort of like shorthand for how you draw, right? But I've been hired so many times to do different looks. It just depends on the shapes. You know, it's all about shape play and stuff. You know, a lot of the when I'm drawing however I want to draw, it just comes from years of like, oh, I'd like to do it this way now, or I'd like to play with this proportion, you know. So I do have some videos on like designing in silhouettes and stuff. That might help out. It's in the art tips playlist. This is what is this? It's a Draft-O-Matic. It's just more tech. It's a point 0.5, and then sometimes when I shade, I use this 0.7 color Eno just because it's got a thicker lead. It's easier to cover distances. Yeah, if you have any specific questions, feel free to just let me know in the comments or send me a message or email me directly, and I'll make a little art tip around it. It's harder with higher level things. Like, how do I develop my look? I'm like, I don't know. What if you? A lot of people's styles are based around like their usually what they can't draw very well. Like I'm not good at hair, so I draw hair this way. Or I'm not good at this, so I draw things that way. You can have a choice on how you draw. Whether someone's going to pay you, to do it's a whole nother thing. So it's harder to give advice on that because I'm like, I don't know, talk to your editor. But I mean, if you're just trying to find a way to look, I mean, really focus on shapes. Shape, silhouette, drawing three-dimensionally. And if you want to draw realistic, those shapes there's realistic shapes. If you want to draw stylized, there's stylized, exaggerated shapes. I think you stick with that, and, you can interpret as you go along fairly effortlessly. I just print it out myself, man. Just in the template. So when you print out, get your own, you know. So I just made it myself. Just print it out with the roughie. I just turn the opacity down on the roughie and leave the border at, 100%. Super easy. Yeah, sometimes it's just helpful just to work in someone else's style for a little bit, like figure out the shapes. I try to refrain from drawing outlines. Like I'm never like, here's how I would draw this and start with an outline of something, like trying to work my way around an object. Try to construct it like it's putty in somewhere's clay. If that makes any sense. What's my favorite type of media? Ink, paint, or other materials? I don't know. When it's working, painting's fun. Like when I use the watercolors and stuff. Planning out the watercolors isn't much fun. Hey, Brandon's here. Brandon decided to show up.
Yeah, you didn't hit me up.
You can call.
I don't know when you're hopping on the stream.
Told you when I'd be hopping on the stream.
Let's see, you've been on for... Let's see, how long you been on? I don't know how long. Anyways.
Now an hour or two.
You haven't been on for an hour, have you? No, because I looked at it after you're done talking to
46
Jess. And you
minutes.
were not.
46
I was
minutes.
I was like, well, I was asked Jessica, like, did he say he wanted to talk to me after? She goes, no, he didn't say anything. I'm like, all right.
I'm just testing to see if I
Nonetheless,
have to tell you to do your jobs or not, or if you're just
I'm working on art.
if you're just gonna do them.
I'm doing it. I'm working on my art. Are you all caught up on your questions here to the side, or you need me to read them?
Mostly.
Did you answer what your
Yeah.
favorite type of media is?
Don't really have a favorite type of media. I enjoy talking on the podcast. I was saying, when the watercolors are working, it's fun. But I mean, in terms of just the materials I like to use, I'm using them all, like the Copics, the watercolors, the color pencil.
Right.
So I know when I'm like doing sketch covers now, and I apply the background colors,
Mm-hmm.
and it starts to work, it feels pretty cool. Because like you feel like you just created a whole new thing that.
Right.
Well, that's fun.
I'm not to the white highlights yet, but on the War Machine, did you want me to add like just a tiny, tiny little bit of white splatter like you did your Iron Man coming off his core reactor?
Not really. No.
Okay.
I mean, you gotta start working like on some of those strokes, like the way the knee pads work and stuff. Like it's very
Okay.
flat. It's hard for me to describe. Like I still think the way you color, I think you tend to just like go back and forth with the marker, like it's a marker. You're not using the tip like it's a brush. Like taking it and edging out and feeling the shapes. I can tell the difference. Don't care what you think.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah. No, I'm doing that. No, you're not. Yeah, I know of that perspective. I watched the video.
Well, this has been fun. Night, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
How'd the stuff with Jess go? Good?
Yeah, I recorded a video, and then tomorrow, tomorrow you and I should record a game cave, and I can piece it together.
All right.
And I can only do it between that hour,
That's fine.
Can't devote anymore. Can't do podcast every night. I mean, actual podcast, not like streaming.
Right. Sounds good. I can't wait. I'm excited now. What was that looking for?
Did you hear the Doctor Strange music?
Mm-mm.
They released the. It's the track that plays at the end of the film. Doesn't always mean that that's the music in the movie,
Mm-hmm.
but it was composed by Giacchino. It's all like 60s. It's trippy. It's cool shit.
Nice.
They were like, I wanted more epic. I'm like, I'm sure it's gonna be epic during the film, guys. Like,
Right.
at the end of Iron Man 3, they had like the 80s version of the. It wasn't actually in the movie that way,
Mm-hmm.
Because those end credit sequences are always like their own.
Yeah.
They're their own thing. But I thought it was cool.
Who's this character you're working on?
Diablo. Heroes. It's Diablo 3, but he's also in Heroes. It's shit you don't know.
Yeah, Jessica plays it. Plays Diablo. I know things. Whatever.
But of course you do.
I know stuff and things.
Brandon, have you been playing Overwatch?
Yeah, I just looked over it. No, I have not. I haven't. I've been. If I haven't been working extra hours at my day job, I've been doing some art, so I haven't had time for video games at all whatsoever. Working Saturday overtime from early in the morning to afternoon because Jessica's birthday's coming up. So
You guys going out to her family's place?
for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
So her birthday's on the 16th. So, you know, they'll probably do the birthday stuff when we go out there, but that's about it. Probably go see Doctor Strange. That's, well, I mean, I know that comes out before her birthday, but probably make that the date night. Is this 8 by 11?
No, it's 11 by 14. I prefer to draw large if I have the option.
Ah.
I sell the pencils separately. The color version's 8.5 by 11.
Right.
I only do the 8.5 by 11 pencils when I really strive for time, or if I'm at a convention, you know.
Right.
Plus, I found that the pencils sell on the store when they're larger. Crazy how that works.
Right.
Color doesn't seem to matter, but you know.
Do you ever play Diablo, or have you?
Yeah. Play the shit out of it on my PS4. I like it with the controller. I got into Diablo 2, and then I liked the expansion, Lord of Destruction, and I didn't like the initial Diablo 3. I liked the graphics and shit. I just didn't like the auction house. And then when they made Shadow of what Reaver, whatever the fuck that thing is, when they made the PS4 version, they really fixed a lot of stuff. And playing it with the controller is a hell of a lot of fun. So, haven't played it in a while though, but I usually, what I'll do is like, I'll start playing for like a day or two, and then it'll become a week. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I get my money's back on it because I don't buy a ton of games. You know, right now
Right.
I'm playing through Dragon Quest 7, and that game's over 100 hours long.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I know. I actually want to play Battlefield 1. I'm a big World War One guy, dude. So one of the few rare moments that can get me on a.
Right. First person shooter.
Yeah, well, do you let me time travel in a video game, and you got me. You know what I mean? Like Red Dead Redemption. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I was there. I was there when it was Red Dead, whatever Revolver, when it was Capcom. You know. So But if it's just endless space marine killing one another, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm not going to be getting that game.
But I mean, when you look at the battlefield in Battlefield 1, I mean, that's what Europe looked like 100 years ago today, you know?
Hmm.
And that's probably putting it nicely in a lot of ways. I mean, the smell alone. You know what the smell of 70,000 rotting corpses are in a battlefield? I mean, they would lose 70,000 people in a day, bro. 20,000 people in a day. And we talk about the horrors of 9/11. It's like, you know. There was one battle where the mud was so bad, guys just drowned in the mud.
Jeez.
And they couldn't get them out. Like, they couldn't get these, and they would come back days later, coming back across because they get pushed back, and they'd still be drowning slowly, starving to death. You know, but they couldn't get them out of it.
Like quicksand almost.
Yeah, worse. Yeah, it's horrific. Would you hit your mute button or something?
I was getting out the distress ink, so I didn't think anybody would want to hear me rattling around. I'm gonna finish this. I was working on the War Machine, but I want to take a break because my hands are hurting, and I'm gonna do add the black to the Batman piece. Yeah, sketch cover. Oh, that Green Lantern turned out pretty cool.
Oh, thanks.
Really like those boots.
Something tells me I'll be doing that again.
Yeah. Man, these distress inks are so cool. It's like even though I know I'm not doing it exactly how you did it, it still adds just coolness to the paper. These backgrounds just look so much more vibrant and just moodier. That's a right word for it. Ambiance. I don't know.
Look at you using words.
I know, like a big boy. Uh, all right. Very cool. No, I haven't played Overwatch. Fuck, since at least a month or two before you even moved. So that's been like 2-3 months. Like I know they have like new characters and stuff. I haven't even got on and added anything or levels or anything. It'll be there waiting for me when I got time. I don't think that game's going anywhere for a while.
Yeah, since Brandon's been working with me, he doesn't get to do stuff like play games much. When he takes a break, it doesn't go very well.
All right.
Hey, what's up, Yadig? I spend my time mostly like I said, when I play games, it's like I'll play like a VR experience or my 3DS. I jump between reading and playing, and I only have to play because I force myself to because of everything I'm doing.
All right.
If I'm not playing something, then it's not good. You know what I mean? Like I can't be writing about games and not playing games. So it's like I actually have to play for my yeah. I kind of do. And
Right.
I'd rather be sleeping.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'd rather take a nap. Josh says I'm slacking, man. There's a Halloween event that's going on right now. Uh, I'll catch the Christmas event.
I'm a solo player, so I don't really give a shit about.
Nah, nothing better than dominating people online.
I was playing No Man's Sky before we packed, and that kind of went as far as it can go. So,
I never played that.
and then I got some stuff to return on my GameFly, so I can get my money's worth out of that. But I've been reading manga, like getting caught up on things I haven't read in a while. So.
I always buy it when they have a sale at Bookman's, like buy two get one free or type thing, and then I never have time to read them. Like I bought some of the Hero Academy or
Right.
Hero Academia. It's
Yeah.
like past the show, and I'm like, oh sweet, I get read on past the episodes I've seen, but I haven't had time. It's just sitting there, and I'm like, man, I would, that'll be on my list too eventually to draw the main
It's
hero.
called bathroom material, bro.
I ain't got time for that. I'm in and out.
You got time. There's plenty of times you just sat on the couch doing nothing. I know you.
Oh man. Now Josh is talking my language. He said the Pokemon Sun and Moon demo was released today. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, you gotta play that so you
Oh,
can talk about it Friday night. Now you have to play something.
I won't. I didn't know. I'm not on the cast Friday night.
Gaming cast.
Yeah, I'm never on the gaming
Yeah,
cast. You
you were
got
gonna talk
Wesley and
about
Ashley.
Pokemon.
Well, I can't this Friday. I can next Friday, or we could do
Okay,
it
next
late.
Friday.
Okay.
Hey, why don't I go ahead and let you go? Mike says he wants to come on for a little bit, and you're gonna go to bed soon anyway, right?
Oh, getting bumped. Getting
Yeah.
bumped.
Yeah, I don't like to have three people on when I'm drawing, so I'm gonna be only on for another 30 minutes
It's
anyway. So.
it's fine, dude. I'm just busting balls. It's fine.
But yeah, you gotta be on normal time tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fine. 8 o'clock.
Yep.
Later.
Later.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what up, Mike? Say hi to everybody. We got 4 or 5 people.
Hey, everybody.
How often do I start following you on Digging Work? How often do you go live? Daily. So been off a month, right, Mike?
Yep.
Yeah, I just moved like 3 states, so but I'm on daily. So this
And
is all I got.
Idaho definitely has their internet game going on.
Yeah, I had to get a business account because they have data caps. Service now is great though. Like now that I'm in their system and because I'm a business, like I called up and had a guy here in an hour solving problems. You know what I mean?
There you go. And you got a new modem, right?
Yeah, yeah. I got one that was Giganet capable because they have the
Oh,
Giganet. They
yeah, I
just
had to do the same thing. Well, not modem, but yeah, I had to get a new router because I needed um, the bigger bandwidth.
yeah. So
Did you lease it or did you just buy it?
I just bought it.
How much did that run?
118,
Ooh.
whatever. It's tax write off, bro.
Oh, yeah, true.
I mean, it's working, right? Like we're all
Yeah,
talking. We're all talking.
finally.
So, but I post up art tips. If you have any questions, you can email me. I'll make a podcast out of it. I do speed paint videos. I'm working on one right now. And I got some more original content coming later this year. So, working on stuff.
Is that Diablo?
Yeah, it's Hero of the Storm version, but yeah.
Oh,
Look,
right
you
on.
got it. You're the only one. It's funny.
Looks like Diablo.
Oh, good. Then I succeeded.
So luckily, I'm not doing the the big boring task this evening. I opted out at the end of the day.
Chat room says, "What's up, Mike?"
Oh yeah, there you go.
You should keep that open. They
Actually,
they
yeah,
talk.
I just got it open.
They talk.
What's up, guys? Oh, new follower. Sweet.
Just waiting for them to finally announce the Nintendo NX. Whenever they feel like getting around to that.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah.
posted a GIF on Reddit of what's his face like smiling and shaking his head, and it was like, "Are you gonna tell us anything about the NX?" And no.
Right.
I thought they were supposed to release that information.
The word is it was October, but no one knows, man. Like, it's the strangest system. Like, I know they're trying to correct problems, but then it's like, if you're launched, no one's ever waited 6 months to not announce the system yet. You know what I mean? Like, they talked about it 2 years ago, but no official anything. And it's 6 months till supposed launch, you know? I'm not saying they won't launch in March. I just don't get.
Well, see, at Xbox we had a hard date, and when's E3?
June. Usually the
June?
first week of June,
I doubt, because we launched November 25th, but I was there for a year, so it was probably a year and a half between announcement, because they announced an E3 for the Xbox One, and then we launched the following November, and we had a hard no
yeah. Oh,
matter
I
what
remember when
date.
they announced it because I was on the road to Phoenix God and listening to Angry Joe going, "No! No! You done fucked that up!" You know, that's how I found Angry Joe.
I hadn't watched this video in a while. I forgot about that.
That's his finest moment, dude. The Xbox One reveal, you know? And then the hashtag deal with it, all that shit. Like, that was the best. It's one of my favorite moments in gaming. You know, you think, you get older and you're like, there's no way they can top the moments when I was a kid, the Sega Saturn reveal. It's available
Mm.
now, $3.99, and Sony's like $2.99. Ha ha ha. Sega Saturn's done. Shit like that. And then hashtag deal with it. So awesome.
Do you see they released Arkham City and Arkham Asylum for
I've already played them. I don't care.
on PSN?
Whatever. The
So
remastered editions or whatever. I played those. I don't.
yeah, I watched some of the side by sides, the PS3 versus the PS4, and most of the time it looks better, but there's definitely quite a few times where the PS3 looks substantially better than the PS4 version, but who knows? That's cell shading versus an ATI card, completely different.
It's hard to say, dude. Like, it's hard to say because a whole different lighting engine versus
Oh
pre-baked
yeah, it's all
textures.
completely different.
You know, you could be looking at the exact same thing, but because the way light falls now, and you go, well, that means the other one was better. It's like, hey, I hear you. I just, you can buy it right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you
Yeah.
can't get that version if you so look for it. So.
Well, they're using Unreal. So
Oh, I know. You can tell by the bloom lighting. It has that Unreal bloom.
I thought, isn't Unreal 4 out already?
Yeah. That's what they're
Okay, so they're
using.
using. Well, no,
Because
they're
it's
using
free.
Unreal 3,
Well, that's a mistake.
according to this.
Oh, well, then I
But
stand corrected.
well, hold on. It looks the way they wrote it might be how Wikipedia parses the information and passes it out. Because Wikipedia. Okay, I see what they did.
I don't know who would make a remake using Unreal 3 these days. That's the case. Not a smart move.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so that's why. So the Wikipedia, you know how Google throws up the quick information depending on what you're looking up. The Wikipedia article was just showing info on um, Arkham Knight, which was displaying Xbox One and PS4 as platforms. But yes, the re-release is in Unreal Engine 4.
That makes more sense.
Okay. Yeah, and Arkham Knight, which was released last year, is in Unreal Engine 3. So.
So what time is it where you're at?
10:43.
So you're an hour behind me.
It's so weird now.
That's what I'm saying. Like
It's been so many years. It's how many? Like
Yeah.
almost 4 years. We're
yeah.
same time frame, and now we got an hour.
Yeah. So the goal is to be working till midnight, my end, and stopping immediately and going to sleep, so I can be working during the day. So last night didn't happen because the wife had to get up for 5 o'clock. Fire drill at work kind of thing.
What did they do? Like an all hands or something?
It's just a software thing, deployment or whatever, product, something or other. Like those things have to be done before everyone gets there.
Oh yeah, she's on the product side, right?
I don't know. I wish I could tell you.
I think so. If I remember correctly, she's on the product side, and now that I deal directly with like the director of product for
Right now she's on
DH.
documentation, best practices and shit.
Yeah, she's probably definitely on product. Yeah, those product folks, they really gotta do a lot of different things that I don't envy.
So when that happens, I just stay up. So I know she gets up. But the goal is to be drawing on cam by noon, around noonish, unless I have errands to run. But I'm trying to get those done before noon, so it doesn't affect. It affects bonus art time, not actual production art time.
Okay.
So bonus stuff is between 9 and 12 a.m. And then 12 to 6 is production, and then 9 to midnight is game cave. That's the idea. Of course, right now you can see it's not
Obviously,
really
you're working on
happening.
game cave.
I was earlier today, though, so things were getting done. But yeah.
It sounds like you have your day packed as usual.
Hey, you know me, man. I don't really need to be motivated. The hard part is just getting your head around what will work. Some people are like, hey, you can start streaming. I'm like, just give me a second, guys. Like, this is, like, I'm not even. I mean, I'll be unpacking probably till December. You know, like it's easy to put things in boxes. It's harder to like decide whether everything's gonna go.
Oh yeah, I know. You should see directly behind me in our little creative space that we're using for storage. It just keeps morphing and moving around because we keep needing to grab stuff and put other things away, and then take stuff to the storage unit and bring it back, and like we're still not 100% unpacked.
Well, as soon as Joe gets settled in, I'll be making my way up your end, pick up the PC, and then we can hang out and maybe do a stream or something. So I gotta see you, Joe. My buddy Ty moved up there.
Yeah.
If Chris is in port, go say hi to him. I don't know where that guy is right now. Somewhere around the North Pole.
Yeah, I thought he was in Alaska.
He comes into Seattle for like a month or two, and then sits in a hotel till they go back out.
Fair enough. 1:45. Oh, East Coaster? I think you dig is on the East Coast because that seems pretty late.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out when to head your way so we could, you know.
Oh, anytime you want, you're welcome over. You know what I mean? I don't. Yeah, I mean, you have to crash on the couch, but yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking something like January.
Yeah.
New York. Nice. Haven't been there in 10 years. Most disappointing street dog I've ever had.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I was in New York for 2 days, and I was like, all right, I got to do one thing while I'm here, and that's get a New York street dog, because, we've got some pretty good street dogs here in Seattle. And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was in Times Square.
Okay. Well, 2 in the morning.
It was when I got out. Yeah, like it's the only thing I could do. So yeah, I finally found a street dog vendor, and it was like this little wimpy hot dog, and I mean I still bought it, but I was hoping for so much more. I didn't get a chance to go out because when I finished up at we rolled in probably about 11, started set up around 1, got out at 3. My friend picked me up in Times Square. We went to Staten Island, and we went back to Manhattan and just partied until I had to go back at midnight, and then got out at 1:30 or 2. So, not a lot of time. But yeah, people drive crazy over there. Are you inking while you're penciling?
I draw with the pens. There's no pencils. This is all. I mean, the red ink is like a guide. The red pencil. I drew the whole thing in pens.
Oh, I thought you were doing like
No.
really light.
No.
Oh,
I just
never mind.
block in what I want, and then I draw it in ink. Saves on the carpal tunnel.
Oh yeah, remember that conversation.
So, it's still rough looking. They're not super. I mean, they look clean, but they're still scratchy. But I don't know. I'm weird, guys. Like, like just don't fit into whatever artist mold that's out there.
Talking about line values, there's this really cool program you should. Sorry,
I bought it, just so I can sit here and goof around with it, and I still stand by that. It's good for like speed lines, and if I was going to be like a Mondo poster artist, it'd make a lot of sense, But then again, I've seen the Mondo poster artists use Photoshop to do exactly what I do, so I don't know, So I got to assemble that flatting video.
Yeah, we still got to do that third one.
I think I might skip the third one and just assemble it and put that thing together.
Okay.
But I'm waiting on an antenna for my vid rig. So I got one down. I got a 5 gigahertz antenna for my Alienware that's falling apart downstairs. And then, which is more shenanigans with that one. It's fun. And then the vid rig has 2.4, doesn't have 5 gigahertz. And
oh yeah, that sucks.
And so I tried the antenna and it worked great. But right now I'm getting like 20 megabytes versus 100. So that'll arrive, and then I can transfer files around the house on the wireless easier. So this computer that I stream from is wired. That's LAN.
Yeah. What manufacturer did you end up going for your antenna?
Oh, it's some little thing, dude. That works surprisingly well.
Well, because I bought the same thing, and I'm curious.
It's called the Glam Hobby. Yeah. Glam Hobby 600 megabytes mini. The thing is, it comes with a mini CD for the drivers, and I don't have any optical drives on any of my shit. But I have that Driver Max software I pay for,
Mhm.
and it grabs the fucking drivers and installs it for me. So it's nice. Otherwise, there'd be no way to use it.
Was it the AC600? That little tiny one?
It's got a big antenna in the back, though.
Oh,
I've
okay, so
gotten
it's
the
probably
ones that
that one.
didn't have the antennas, and they don't work very well.
With anything that's dual band and hitting 5 gigahertz, you gotta rock an antenna. Unless you get one of the really big ones, like the one I bought. It's not tiny, but it's like, I don't know. It's like it's a little bit bigger than a lighter.
Yeah, it's not super huge, man.
Yeah.
It sits in the back. These things are under desks, so I don't really give a shit. What I care about is that I'm getting, good streaming. And I mean, like I said, I still use the LAN for this,
Yeah.
but for within the house, shuffling files all over the place. So, those video files that I record, those are gigs, So
Yeah.
I don't want to spend 5 hours on my modem transferring it between two computers. But that'll be here in a day or two, and then I can start assembling that together.
Right on. Oh, remember how I don't know, a few months ago we were talking about Star Wars movie to the annual releases, and you were happy about that because that's what you got for Christmas?
Yep.
One of my coworkers said the exact same thing the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny because we were talking about Rogue One
Right.
because it's out the 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah, and last year, episode 7 came out on the 18th.
I know, because that's when
So,
I did the fucking Star Wars piece. They had to have it that weekend. Printed it like 3 months later, It's wonderful.
what do you say? Nothing. Okay. There we go. So what do we have anything this month, or is it next month stuff
We're
starts
waiting
coming
for
out?
Doctor Strange.
I was gonna say, yeah, Doctor Strange is next month.
Yep.
So it puts us Doctor Strange, then Star Wars, and then it's February or March. March is Ghost in the Shell.
Okay, I don't know about all that. Not a big fan
I
of American adaptations of anime, man.
Yeah, and plus with
Yeah.
them there being 5 movies, who knows
Well,
what the content will actually
sure they
be.
will, I took it 1 month at a time. There's a lot of other anime to watch in between. I'm more interested in Iron Fist than I would be Ghost in the Shell.
Um, Drifter, the company that made Hellsing Ultimate, put out a new anime called Drifter, and the first episode just came out.
Right.
And we watched it, it's pretty awesome.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty legit. Definitely piqued my interest.
What time is it? It's 11:56. So, about halfway done. I know, right? If I did this, if I drew, the thing is, I tend to draw them bigger and color them smaller. So, but I got to draw that Batman this weekend, man. That's gonna be fun.
Commission Batman, or what's it for?
Yeah, it's the Dark Knight, so it's gonna be a Miller Batman with He's got the big gun and all the gear and big gargoyle, and then I'll be coloring that in Copics and Distress Ink, with the lightning bolt, the whole spiel. Huge commission.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's going to be painful. Keeps asking about that one. I'm like, just fucking leave me alone, man, about this one.
Hey, next time you got a commission person bothering you about commissions, just remind them of me, who's been patiently waiting for many years for a commission. Well, let's actually say waiting for a commission spot to open up that doesn't immediately get taken, and then being able to get a commission. So, patience is a virtue, man.
Well, with you wanted something I just didn't feel comfortable doing.
I didn't know that to start off with.
Now I know how to do it. I'm like, oh, I can totally do that now. But at the time, like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to make it work. I'm looking forward to getting back to painting. So
That'll be fun. Plus, I don't even think you haven't reopened up the commissions yet, have you?
no.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Not this month, not for November. So I can tell you right now, if you want to do it, November. Otherwise, you have to wait till December.
We'll see. I mean, just you're gonna shoot me text anyway, so. No, God, stupid. What in the hell? They're making another Amityville movie?
Don't even get me started. All right, Kyle. So this is Diablo for Heroes of the Storm. I will finish this up tomorrow. Mike, you gotta come on
Yes.
earlier, bro.
What's up?
You gotta come on earlier, dude.
Yeah, I know we didn't get dinner started till way later, so that was my bad. I will not be around tomorrow. We've got
Well, Thursday
dinner
I'm
date.
doing a Rogue One trailer talk. If you want to join in.
Yeah, that
9 my time.
should be home. If
9 my
anything
time.
comes up, I can just text you.
Yeah.
9.
I'm gonna have Richard on, so it's always fun times. So he hasn't
Is
seen
there
it
a
yet.
nice long extended trailer I can check out?
There's a new one that came out last week. Yeah, you should watch that.
Okay. Yeah. I'll put it in right now.
All right, man. All right, everybody. I'll be back on tomorrow. I don't know, about 12 hours from now, and literally 12 hours from now, and we're gonna wrap these pencils up right here.
Sweet.
I gotta get that fucking Final Fantasy VII going, man. It's ridiculous. So, all right, everybody. Peace. Say goodbye, Mike.
Goodbye, Mike.
Oh, by the way, if you want to get hold of Mike, all of his info's below. I put it all in the info, so you're there.
You
Say
hit
thank
me
you,
up on
Mike.
DeviantArt. Yes, thank you very much.
Talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.